Hello, teacher. How are you? I hope that you are very well in your home. In that occasion, I will present you the PPP lesson plan. As you know, the PPP lesson is one of the ways that we have in order to present the topic. So, now I will present the generalities. Universidad Católica de El Salvador, Centro Regional de Isla Vasco. Licenciatura en Ciencias de la Educación con especialidad en idioma inglés. Class and Section. Intermediate English 1, Section A. Teacher Joana Delgado. Book Global, Unit 2, Lesson 3. Date July 17, 2020. Practitioner Elisa Ayala. Objective. By the end of the class, a student will be able to ask questions in pairs using personal data. Like, for example, what is your name? In an interview with the 70% of the correct structure and pronunciation. As you can see, in here appears the presentation part, which contains the schematic activation. In this stage, the teacher has to connect the student's background with what is going to teach. For this activity, the teacher will ask the students to stand up and make a circle in the middle of the classroom. After that, the teacher will give someone a box that contains a piece of paper with a series of personal questions. The teacher will play music in order to pass the box with a piece of paper one by one. When the music stops, the person who has the box must take one piece of paper and answer the question aloud. Finally, the teacher will ensure that somebody has participated. Time 3 minutes. Material, speakers, computer, and box. Then we have the vocabulary presentation. Through an interactive activity, the teacher has to present to the students the new vocabulary that they will find in the lesson. For this activity, the teacher will ask the students to stand up and make 2 lines in front of the board with the same number of members. After that, the teacher will divide the board into 2 columns. Next, the teacher will ask the students to go to the board and write some examples from the previous conversation in each column. The teacher will give them 2 minutes to do it. After that time, the teacher will check the examples if are correct or not. Time 4 minutes. Materials, pilots. Now we have the real-life example. In this stage, the teacher presents the grammatical point in a general way by using reading or listening related with the grammar. In this activity, firstly, the students will work in pairs with the person next to them. The teacher will play a video in which the speakers use personal data. The teacher will ask the students to list the personal data when watching the video. The students will have 3 minutes to read. The video will be played only once. After 3 minutes, the teacher will select some pairs randomly to share the information. Time 5 minutes. Materials, computer, projector, speakers, notebooks, and pencils. Explanation and CCQ. Explanation. Give to students the rules about the grammatical point, but don't explain too much like the traditional method. In the CCQing, we refer to it like an important part because we realize if the students have understood the topic. So, for this activity, first of all, the teacher will ask the students to work in pairs. The teacher will give them a piece of paper that contains an explanation about the topic. The student will have 1 minute to read the information of the piece of paper. The teacher will explain some aspect in order to understand better the topic. Then the teacher will ask if the information is clear in order to develop the next activity. After that, the teacher will give them a paper that contains a conversation. One of them will ask and the other will answer the questions. The students will have 5 minutes to read. Then the teacher will select some pairs to share the conversation. Time 8 minutes. Materials, piece of paper. Now we can see the 3 different practices that basically is the second part of the PPP. In the practices, we can find different activities of the lesson in which the student can put in practice their skill, and also we can see if they understood the previous explanation. For the first activity, the teacher will ask students to work individually. The teacher will give them a worksheet that contains personal data. The student must match the information of the right with the left in order to complete the exercise. The teacher will give them 3 minutes to do it. After 3 minutes, the teacher will ask some of them to corroborate if the information is correct or not. Time, 5 minutes. Materials, piece of paper, and pencil. For the second activity or practice, the teacher will ask to work in pairs. Then, the teacher will give them a worksheet that contains WH questions. The students must answer the questions that are related to personal data. The teacher will give them 3 minutes to do it. After 3 minutes, the teacher will select some pairs to share the answers. Time, 5 minutes. Materials, pieces of paper. For the third and last activity, the teacher will ask the students to work individually. Then the teacher will ask the students to create 5 WH questions. The teacher will give them 3 minutes to do it. After that time, the teacher will ask for someone to give her a number from 1 to 6. The teacher will list the students, and the student who has the number will say his or her examples. Time, 5 minutes. Materials, notebook and pencils. This is the last activity and also the last part of the PPP. Basically, in this part is focused the objective. In the production, we are remained the main goal, and also we can see if the students achieve their objective. In this activity, the teacher will ask students to work in pairs. Then, the teacher will set 3 minutes to prepare a 4-minute interview using personal data. One student will ask, and the other one will answer. After the 3 minutes, the teacher will ask for 2 voluntary pairs to stand up and share their interview. Time, 10 minutes. Materials, notebook and pencils. Okay, basically this is all about my PPP lesson plan. As you can see, there are 3 parts that are important in order that the students practice and also learn about the topics. Okay, thank you.